Okay, so let's get to 6 minutes per mile and six workouts to help you achieve that goal for a 5K, which is 1840, or right around that ballpark, 1835 to 1840. And you might have some athletes, you might yourself be an athlete who's around the 19-minute mark and 1910 and whatnot, and you're looking to get under 19 or hit that elusive 6 minute per mile threshold barrier, okay? And 6 minutes per mile will get you around 1835 to 1840. So I want to go over six workouts that I've used with athletes for over the last 2 decades that have helped folks go from 19 and change to 18 and change. And then my other videos will show you how to get from 18 and change to 17 and change to 16 and change to 15 to 14 and change. They're all in the description below. And I'm going to continue on with this series, and I'm going to go 620 per mile, 640 per mile, and even 7 minutes per mile workouts to help you achieve that particular pace over a 5 kilometer distance. So, and I've done other ones. I've done sub 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 as well. Fully detailed training programs and workouts. They're also in the description below. But it's a different milestone, you know, and breaking that particular milestone for 5K is not exactly a flat number for, you know, to average a pace for per mile. So that's the reason why I did this too, because it's kind of the midpoint between one milestone and this milestone. So like 6 minutes per mile, I'll take you over to the whiteboard. You know, this is you're working your way from 19 minutes to 18 minutes, okay? And they're different milestones. So, but these are good midpoints that you can utilize along the way. I want to give you as many options as possible, so that if you do have athletes that are kind of in between the two, it shows you exactly what you need to do to progress along the way in terms of training and workouts and so on. So if this type of stuff is of interest to you, if you find it helpful and you're a coach or an athlete, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so that you know exactly when I put out new videos. And I put out a couple a week, maybe at least 2 per week, and I'm going to continue doing that. And I'm up to 200 videos now, so take a look at them, and you'll find fully detailed training programs from half mile all the way up to the marathon, beginner, intermediate, up to the elite type level athlete. And it's all broken down day by day, week by week, month by month, and are fully detailed, and I explain everything. So if you're going to watch one of these videos, watch them from beginning to end, because I go over everything. I go over the logic, the progression, so that you understand fully why things are there, why things are here, and so on. So it'll give you as much of an idea as possible. And again, by doing that, you're setting yourself up for short-term and long-term success. The more you know, the better you're going to be, the better your athletes are going to be. So with that logic, let's get you over here. I want to take you to the whiteboard so you can actually see the details, and we'll go over the workouts. Okay, so again, today's theme is 6 minutes per mile, right? So, and these workouts are similar to my other videos. There are some differences, but I want you to see the progression in paces. Like I said, these are end game paces. So these are the paces you're building towards to achieve the goal of 1840, 6 minutes per mile, okay? The first workout is 1,000-meter repeats, but there are 2 options, okay? 6 times 1,000 with a 1-minute recovery at threshold pace. So this is an anaerobic threshold workout. Cruise Ks, cruise 1200s, okay? The goal pace is 4 minutes to 3:58 per rep. Again, it's at threshold pace, okay? On the flip side, that's option 1. Option 2, and this is over distance. You're doing 6 kilometers worth of volume. Option 2, 5 to 6 times 1,000 with a 2-minute recovery, which means you're going to be running at 5K pace or goal 5K pace at 3:43 to 3:42. Okay, that'll get you right in there at 5K race pace with a 2-minute recovery. So, and you'll see it's about a 15-second or so differential between the reps, between threshold and race pace for the thousands. Okay, those are anaerobic threshold, and these are race pace. Okay, now speaking of anaerobic threshold, this is an anaerobic threshold tempo run, a continuous run. All right, this is about 30 to 35 seconds per mile slower than goal race pace. Broken up into pieces, anaerobic threshold cruise intervals are about 20 to 25 seconds per mile slower than race pace. So there's a 10-second differential between these and the continuous run, but there's still anaerobic threshold. Aerobic threshold is a longer continuous run of 30 to 60 minutes. It's done at a slower pace than this. But the pace for this, you're building towards a 6:35 to 6:30 per mile, and the goal is to get up to about 4 miles, okay? No more than 4 miles, no more than 25 minutes. Okay, so if you're running in at 6:30 pace, 4 miles is going to get you about 26 minutes. Okay, and so you want to stop at 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, it can become counterproductive. And that's the last thing you want to do. But if you want to finish up 26 minutes, that's okay too. But I wouldn't go far beyond that. So 20 minutes is the sweet spot. And again, in certain places, you're building towards 4 miles. So, but again, that's up to you as the coach of the athlete to see what's best and where everybody's fitness is. But at the end of the day, building up to a 20-minute anaerobic threshold run is a good idea. Okay. Number 3. Okay. This is a great workout because it teaches you fluctuation in paces. So you're going to see here 800, 300, 8-3, 8-3, 8-3, 8-3. There's 5 of each. Okay. The total volume is 5,500 meters, but it's broken up into pieces. Okay. You do the 800-meter effort, and then you take a 100-meter jog, and then you do the 300-meter effort, and then you take a 400-meter jog, and it kind of acts as a set, and then you repeat again. 800 jog 100, 300 jog 400. Okay, and in between, so you're doing 800-meter efforts at 257 and 258 per rep, which is just slightly faster than 5K race pace. Then you're coming over here and running the 300s between 65 and 61, which is between 3K and mile pace, equivalent of that. Okay, so it teaches you fluctuation in pace, but since the shorter rep is at the faster rep, you're going to take a longer recovery to help you get back to 5K pace. Okay, this is a workout that I use and I build towards for my older and fitter athletes, more experienced athletes. You can do 1,000, 400, 1,000, 400, 1,000, 400, 1,000 at 5K pace, 400 at mile pace, okay, or 3K to mile pace. But you do a 200-meter jog in between the whole workout after every rep. But those are for the more experienced and fit athletes. But this is a great workout too. You're getting 5 times an 800 at goal race pace, and you're getting 5 times a 300 at 3K to mile pace, but you're breaking it up. This actually helps you simulate a race that might fluctuate in pace. People throw surges in a mid-race. This kind of calluses you so that it's not foreign to you if you ever see that in a race. And it does happen, particularly on a track. So it's something that the Kenyans have become, the elite Kenyans, world-class Kenyans have become grandmasters at. Okay, that's workout 3. Let's go to 4. Okay, we're doing 1,200-meter reps, but there's 3 options. Okay, this is something that I give on all my videos. The first option is 5 times 1,200, so 6K worth of volume. It's over distance, but it's at threshold pace, 448 to 446 with a 75-second recovery. It's the same exact pace as the 1,000-meter thresholds. You're just going a little bit longer. But it's the same 6 kilometers worth of volume total, but you're spending a little bit more time in the threshold zone by going 1,200 meters instead of 1,000. Great early season workout. Option 2, 4 to 5, or building towards 5 times 1,200-meter efforts with a 2-minute recovery at race pace, goal race pace, 427 to 428, which is just a hair under 6 minutes per mile, but repeat. It's a great way of drilling the pace in the legs, okay? And you might have some more distance-oriented athletes who respond better to this. You might have some that respond better to this, okay? Which is 1 less rep. It's 3 to 4 times 1,200 meters. And it's a good way to test people's fitness early in the season. You take a 3-minute recovery instead of a 2. You do them at 418 to 416. Which is 3K pace, so the 3K pace equivalent to 6 minutes per mile. So those are the 3 options. It's up to you to decide which one's best for your athletes. This is a good one to repeat. They're actually all good repeatable workouts. This one will be a good early season workout just to see where everybody's at and just to callous some folks before the first race of the season as well. But they're all good options. Workout 5, okay? You're doing a 1,600-meter effort. And let's say this is about 10 days out from a goal race. So you're running 1,600 or a mile at 6 minutes to 5:56. Okay, you need to know you got to lock in that pace. And then you take a 6 to 8 minute active recovery, and then you do 8 to 10 times 400 meters, just kind of clockwork, with a 1 minute recovery, 60 seconds, at 128 to 125. So this is a progression from 5K pace down to 3K pace, but it's just rep work. Repeat. Okay, and the total volume of the workout is 3 miles or a little over 3 miles. This is a great way of doing it as well. You should at any point in time be able to run a 1,600 meter or even a 2 kilometer rep at your goal 5K pace. Okay, and then last but not least, this is a great mid-season transition workout to help you get in from the less invasive stuff into the more intense training work. Okay, I break my training programs down into 4-week blocks for adaptation reasons. And if you watch my videos, you'll understand the logic behind it because I go over why I do it. And it is very, very important. It's called periodization, but I go over the logic behind it when it comes to my training programs. So 2 sets of 3 to 4 times 800 meters. You're building towards 2 sets of 4. Okay, but this is where coaching with the eye is important instead of not only coaching with the watch. Knowing who might be able to handle 4 as opposed to 3, who might not be ready for 4 yet, and so on and so forth. So, but the end game is to build towards 2 sets of 4. The first set you do them at 312 to 310 per rep. This is just threshold pace. Okay, and again, these are 800 meter efforts. Threshold pace, which is the same pace as the 1200s and the 1000s. Okay, you take a 1 minute recovery, you do them in a threshold pace, and then after the 4th one, you take a 6 to 8 minute active recovery in between the set, and then you come back and do another set of 3 to 4 of them, but this time it's going to be a 5K pace. So in this case, 3 minutes, 6 minutes per mile, or 2:58, slightly faster. So half the workout's at threshold pace, and then half the workout is at 5K race pace. But ultimately, you're building towards 6 or 7 or 8 consecutive 800 meter reps at goal 5K pace. Okay, this kind of gives you a hybrid or a bridge to help you do that. Okay, so ideally, you want to be doing your best workouts and your best races at the end of the season when it counts the most. These types of workouts help you get there. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you found some options here that might be of benefit to you, benefit to your athletes, particularly as a coach. So if you found them useful, hit the thumbs up. Give me your insights in the comments. I actually don't get enough comments from folks, and I'd like to get more. I'd like to have a dialogue. I want to know what people think, and I learn from other athletes and coaches just like they learn from me. So your feedback's definitely welcome. So don't be bashful, okay? Again, after this, I'm going to work my way up. Now, I'm going to go to 620 per mile, 640 in 7 minutes. Those will be the next videos. They'll be in the description below, as long as a bunch of other relevant videos as well. So take a look at them. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.